Welcome to this new video where we will explore how the fundamental principles of Stoic philosophy can guide us towards more fulfilling relationships and a more enriching life. In this discussion, we will look at three key concepts: being present, being authentic, and avoiding snap judgment. These notions, inspired by Stoic teachings, are presented as essential techniques for cultivating love and respect in our interactions with others. Centuries-old Stoic philosophy offers timeless insights into how to live a life fully lived, in alignment with our deepest values. Through these concepts, we will discover how we can transcend the obstacles of modern society and cultivate authentic and meaningful relationships. So sit back, relax, and prepare to delve into the essence of Stoic wisdom as we explore these techniques for being loved according to this ancient but still relevant philosophy. But before we start, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos that will help you unlock your full potential and achieve your goals. And don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you like the content and share your thoughts in the comments. Now, without further ado, let's dive into this video and start this journey together towards the best version of yourself. First concept: be present. The ancient Stoics had really grasped something essential with their notion of the present. In this modern world where everything moves so quickly, it is easy to feel disconnected from the present moment and from those close to you. However, it is in the little everyday things shared between friends that the greatest comfort is often found. Thinking about it, I understand why ancient philosophers placed so much importance on cultivating presence with oneself and others. Our mind may be constantly bombarded with information and requests, but it is only here and now that we can truly act in full awareness. The past is over, the future uncertain, only the present belongs to us. It is therefore in the moment that we have the power to choose our attitudes and gestures, so that they always express kindness, patience, and caring listening. By remaining in control of ourselves despite the ups and downs of life, we offer those around us a safe space where they can feel accepted as they are. Of course, focusing on the present moment at all times is sometimes a challenge. Our thoughts tend to wander towards trivial worries or past events that we can no longer change. But the Stoics were right to suggest training little by little, starting simply by observing our breathing or the sensations in our body. Small minutes of daily meditation allow you to refine your ability to concentrate. And when the time comes to interact, we choose our words with more discernment, being fully aware of their potential impact on others. We know how to remain in control of our emotions in the face of small hazards, and always express compassion and indulgence. With practice, adopting an attitude of presence becomes almost instinctive. We appreciate the simple pleasures of everyday life more instead of nervously looking at them while already thinking about what's next. Each interaction takes on its full meaning when we give our full attention to the other, without judgment or projection. Of course, no one is perfect and there is always room for improvement. But even small advances count, because they help us better savor the present moment and strengthen the bonds that are dear to us. Rather than passively waiting for love from others, let us first offer it generously through our listening and our kind gaze. Let us also remain aware of the simple gifts that each day brings us, and express our gratitude towards life. Let us appreciate meetings as precious moments that will never happen again, even when we happen to disagree. Presence for oneself and others is an art of every moment. It is not for nothing that the Stoics saw it as the key to a fulfilled and virtuous existence. By cultivating this form of mindfulness, we can choose to embrace each day with serenity, and strengthen the bonds of love and trust essential to our well-being. After all, it is in sharing everyday life that the greatest comfort often lies. After all, time is short and life is fleeting. Rather than putting off actions that matter until tomorrow, we might as well enjoy every moment with those who are dear to us. Cultivating full awareness of the present moment makes us aware of the fragility of existence and the brevity of our relationships. Nothing says that a person dear to us will still be there tomorrow. So while we can, let's demonstrate our attachment to her through concrete actions. The Stoics invite us not to wait for others to take the first step, but to initiate signs of affection spontaneously ourselves. A surprise call, a thoughtful message, an invitation to a coffee shop, small everyday gestures that mean a lot and provide comfort. By remaining focused on the present moment, we are more inclined to express our feelings as they come, without filter or apprehension. We let the heart speak rather than the ego or fear of how others will look. Our loved ones then feel loved and valued, which naturally strengthens bonds. Of course, some people find it easier than others to concretely demonstrate their attachment. But Stoic philosophy invites us to accept this in each other, and to express our affection according to our own nature with sincerity. The main thing is that the other person feels considered a little more every day. When we know how to stay focused on the present moment during interactions, we also become more attentive to the needs and emotions of others. We then choose appropriate actions to bring comfort or reassurance. A gift sometimes doesn't have to be expensive to be meaningful. In summary, being fully aware of the passage of time and the brevity of life encourages us to express our love for those close to us without delay. Rather than putting off this declaration until tomorrow, let's take advantage of every moment to strengthen ties, even through small daily touches. This is what the ancients suggested to give even more flavor to human relationships. Having discovered how being present can enrich our relationships, let's now move on to the second concept, being authentic. But before continuing, if you are not subscribed to the channel, remember to subscribe and activate the notification bell. Being authentic, according to Stoic teachings, represents a fundamental principle that guides not only our interactions with others, but also our relationship with ourselves. It is a notion that transcends the boundaries of time and culture, providing valuable guidance in our quest for truth and wisdom. At the heart of Stoic authenticity is the idea of living in accordance with our intrinsic nature, values, and reason. It involves a harmony between our thoughts, words, and actions, where the outside accurately reflects the inside. To be authentic is to be true to yourself, without artifice or mask, but rather by presenting yourself to the world with integrity and honesty. In practicing authenticity, the Stoics encourage us to recognize our strengths and weaknesses, our desires and aversions, and accept them without judgment or resistance. This does not mean that we should wallow in our flaws, but rather that we should understand them and work to improve them wherever possible. This self-acceptance is the first step toward true authenticity, as it allows us to embrace our humanity with compassion and kindness. Stoic authenticity goes beyond simple self-acceptance to also encompass our behavior toward others. This means being consistent in our relationships, being true to our principles and values even when it is difficult. It is being transparent in our intentions and actions, without concealment or manipulation. By acting authentically, we build relationships based on trust and mutual respect because others recognize our sincerity and integrity. However, being authentic does not mean being impulsive or insensitive to the needs of others. The Stoics remind us that being authentic also requires self-control and an understanding of the consequences of our actions on others. This means taking a step back to think before we act, weighing our words carefully, and showing empathy toward others. In a world where authenticity is sometimes sacrificed for social approval or conformity to cultural norms, Stoic teachings remind us of the importance of remaining true to ourselves. Being authentic is not always easy, as it often requires facing our fears and vulnerabilities, but it is in this vulnerability that true strength of character lies. In conclusion, being authentic according to Stoic teachings is a commitment to truth, integrity, and consistency in our thoughts, words and actions. It is an inner journey that leads us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and others, and allows us to live with courage and compassion in an often tumultuous world. Now that we've covered the importance of being present and authentic, it's time to look at the third and final concept, avoiding snap judgment. In contemporary society, characterized by a culture of quick judgment and superficial perceptions, the expression, avoiding hasty judgment, takes on particular relevance. Inspired by Stoic teachings, this moral imperative invites us to deepen our understanding of others and the world around us, rejecting prejudices and hasty conclusions. In this exploration, we delve into core Stoic principles to understand how avoiding hasty judgment can enrich our lives and relationships. At the heart of the Stoic teaching on hasty judgment is the recognition of the importance of reason and wisdom. The Stoics emphasize the importance of caution in our judgments, urging individuals to step back and carefully consider the evidence before drawing conclusions. This thoughtful approach helps avoid errors caused by hasty judgments, helping us perceive the world with greater clarity and precision. One of the keys to avoiding hasty judgment according to the Stoics lies in the practice of ataraxia, or the imperturbability of the soul. This Stoic attitude encourages us to cultivate a calm and balanced state of mind, which allows us to face situations with detachment and objectivity. By adopting this perspective, we are less likely to be influenced by our emotions or biases, allowing us to judge situations in a more fair and balanced way. Another crucial aspect of avoiding snap judgment is practicing empathy and compassion. The Stoics recognized that each individual is a product of their unique environment, experiences, and life circumstances. By adopting an empathetic attitude toward others, we are better able to understand their perspectives and motivations, allowing us to avoid jumping to hasty conclusions based on superficial appearances. Avoiding hasty judgment, according to Stoic teachings, also requires deep humility. The Stoics taught that we should recognize the limitations of our own knowledge and perceptions, knowing that our understanding of reality is often imperfect and subjective. This humble acknowledgement encourages us to remain open to new information and to revisit our judgments in light of new evidence, allowing us to avoid errors caused by intellectual arrogance or self-centeredness. In our interpersonal relationships, avoiding hasty judgment plays a crucial role in maintaining peace and harmony. By avoiding hasty judgments of others, we cultivate a climate of trust and mutual respect, which promotes authentic and meaningful relationships. Additionally, by adopting an attitude of curiosity and understanding toward others, we strengthen our interpersonal bonds and foster a sense of connection and community. However, avoiding snap judgment does not necessarily mean remaining indifferent or passive in the face of harmful or immoral behavior. The Stoics taught that we have a duty to uphold virtue and justice, even if that sometimes means having to criticize or condemn the actions of others. However, this criticism must be based on a deep understanding of the situation and the motivations involved, rather than on preconceived biases or stereotypes. In conclusion, avoiding hasty judgment, inspired by Stoic teachings, is a moral imperative that invites us to cultivate prudence, empathy, and humility in our interactions with others. By adopting a thoughtful and balanced approach, we can avoid mistakes caused by hasty judgments, foster harmonious interpersonal relationships, and contribute to a more just and caring world. In conclusion, we explored three fundamental concepts from Stoic philosophy that can guide us toward deeper, more authentic relationships: being present, being authentic, and avoiding snap judgment. Being present reminds us of the importance of fully participating in each moment of our lives, embracing the present moment with full awareness and sincere gratitude. This not only allows us to connect more deeply with ourselves, but also with those around us. Being authentic encourages us to live in accordance with our deepest values and our true nature. By embracing our authenticity, we create stronger connections with others because they recognize and appreciate our sincerity and integrity. Finally, avoiding hasty judgment allows us to cultivate relationships based on understanding and compassion, rather than prejudice and stereotypes. By suspending our judgments and adopting an attitude of curiosity and understanding towards others, we can foster a climate of trust and mutual respect. Together, these three concepts offer powerful tools for navigating the complexities of human relationships and cultivating true, lasting love in our lives. So, I encourage you to integrate these principles into your daily life and explore the richness of Stoic philosophy to guide you towards a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Thank you for joining us in this exploration, and I invite you to continue your journey toward wisdom and wholeness.